Hey everyone, I am going to be showing you my cloth diaper wash routine. I have another video where I go into my cloth diaper stash and what diapers I use and such, so I'll link that below. So I'm just going to jump right into the actual washing. Okay, so here's our wet bag that holds all of our dirty cloth diapers. I apologize, I know our laundry room is a total mess right now, but like I said, I just moved, so we're still kind of getting everything sorted. So here's our washing machine. It's just a standard top loader. It's non-HE, just your standard with your spiral agitator. Super basic, but totally good for cloth diapers. You can honestly make any machine work, but this one's great. So the detergent I'm going to use, we have Foca, which is just powdered bag detergent. It's really inexpensive. You can get it at Walmart, Target, all that good stuff. And then I have our borax right here. Like I said, we do have hard water, and even with a home water softener, it's still mildly hard. So I do need to use borax to help soften. Otherwise, if you do wash in untreated hard water, it can cause buildup and it can lead you to have to strip, and with really stinky diapers, and can cause rashes on your kids. So that's what I use. I have the borax and the Foca. So I'm going to start with the pre-wash. So for the pre-wash, I use half a cup of Foca, and this is just a half cup measuring scoop. So for the pre-wash, I am going to set my washer to Cotton's Light right there. I'm going to put it on a large load just because I do have a pretty good amount of diapers, I think. I'm going to keep it on cold and no second rinse. Again, I have hard water. I don't want any extra rinses building up anything. So going to get that started. And then for the borax, I use a fourth a cup in the pre-wash, which equals about there on that too. So after that, I'm just going to literally dump everything in here. I throw the wet bag in also. And that's it for the pre-wash, guys. I'm just gonna let that go, and then we'll come back for the main wash. Okay, so the pre-wash just finished, and I didn't really go into depth about what the pre-wash is and why you do it and why you use detergent and all that. But the pre-wash is ultimately the cycle that removes all the surface soil. So it's definitely needed. You need to do more than just like a rinse and spin or a cold water rinse. You see that a lot out there on like Pinterest and other like how-to cloth diaper things, but you really do need a full short cycle in order to remove that surface soil. And then your main wash is your really long cycle, pretty much the longest cycle on your machine. So the pre-wash just ended. I'm going to actually take all the diapers out, fluff them up, and then I'm going to put in my detergent and my borax for the main wash. Okay, so I just took everything out of the washer, and as you can see, some stuff is kind of like obviously all clumped up together. So that's why I take everything out of the washer, and then I shake it out and I put it back in after I put in the detergent and the borax. So that way I make sure nothing's clumped up and everything's going to get washed and agitated very thoroughly. So I'm going to put in my detergent for the main wash. So I'll pull down my Foca again, pull down my borax. So for the main wash with the Foca, I do 1.5 cups So I fill this little guy 3 times. And then I do a half a cup of borax, which I have measured to be almost right about there. Pour that in. Okay, so now for the cycles for the main wash, I am going to keep the large load size, and I'm going to keep it cold. I'm in Arizona, you guys. The water is not cold, so I just keep it at cold. Otherwise, it's insanely hot, but even on the cold, it's like lukewarm warm, so oh well. Keep the second rinse off. And then for the cycles, sorry you guys, this is super shaky, I apologize. I'm going to put it to cotton heavy, which is the longest cycle on my machine. Start that. And then I'm going to quickly throw everything back in. So the only part that's different from the main wash and the pre-wash is the main wash, I have to make sure I have the right consistency in order for everything to properly agitate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the machine completely fill, and then I'm going to let it agitate for about a minute. Then I'm going to pause it just by lifting the lid, and I am going to check my consistency of the main wash. So I will show you guys how I do that. All right, you guys, so I just let it agitate for about a minute, and I'm going to check the consistency. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So I use this potato masher. I know this sounds insane, but it's actually not that complicated, I swear. So the potato masher is marked at, there's 2 pieces of like turquoisey green tape, and it's marked at 3 and 4 inches. And I just gently push on to the load and make sure that it falls between that 3 to 4 inch mark. If there's too much water, I add in some other small laundry items to bulk it up. If there's not enough water, I bump up to the next cycle, next load size. Okay, so I'm just going to very gently, right when I feel resistance, I'm going to stop. And I check in a couple different places just to make sure. Right where I need it. All right, my consistency of the main wash is good, so I'm gonna let the cycle finish out, and then once it's done, I personally put everything in the dryer. It's just easier for me. Some people like to let things air dry, some like to put it in a dryer. It's totally personal preference. It's not gonna ruin your diapers to put them in the dryer. As long as you have a properly functioning dryer, you can dry them on any temperature you want. I just dry them on regular heat, like a regular cotton cycle drying. So never had an issue. So that's it for my cloth diaper wash routine. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer. And if you have any other videos, whether they're cloth diaper related or anything along those lines that you want me to post, let me know. Thanks so much.